Remember Goodest, guys, and welcome back to the Wolf and the Crows. We have another cracking interview for you this week. Keep bringing you more people from behind the scenes of Game of Thrones, the people that made it special for you to watch back in your living room.
Fuck, big time.
Yeah.
Some people watched it in their beds. I sometimes, what do you call it? I had to watch Battle of the Bastards on the toilet.
On the toilet?
Just in case anything happened. I watched Battle of Bastards in the long night in the toilet, just in case, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Thinking ahead.
Okay, yeah.
You know? So, like, some episodes are just so high octane, you'll shit your bags. So it's always good to watch them on the toilet. Top tip.
Well, this week's guest was actually very instrumental in both of them episodes, Battle of the Bastards and The Long Night. It was, of course, VladimÍr Furdík, also known as the Night King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh,
Gentleman he is too.
absolutely.
He's busy at the minute in Romania, filming his latest film, Dampier,
Yeah.
which is based on old comics that are sort of vampire lore in them.
Right, okay.
And obviously he's filming that in Romania, home of Dracula.
Right.
And his name's Vlad.
His name is Vlad as well.
It's all relevant.
So Vlad in Romania, or Transylvania, as it used to be known.
Industry
but-
professional, continuously working. All this here.
So it was very kind of him to give up time, because they're doing night shoots at the minute, but he kindly gave us a bit of his time. He couldn't come into the studio, unfortunately, but we've got him on Skype.
Yeah.
Doing a pretty good interview.
Fucking
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Not bad. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Without further ado.
Before we let you see it,
Oh.
like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, fuck.
Good call.
And what do they do with the bell hammer?
Bang!
Bing.
I don't punch a monitor. Everybody's doing hammer. I fucking punched it.
Ding
Yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Patreon, all that there.
So what did they rule VT?
So Vlad, good to see you again. Hope you've been keeping well. You've been keeping busy then since the set of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I did. I did a Witcher 11 months in Budapest. It's coming in December, first part, and after Witcher, now I am in the Romania doing the movie. Name is Dampier. It's comics. Many people, a lot of people, especially old generation, they know what is a Dampier is about, the vampires. You know.
Cool, man. So one of our first questions a lot of people have been asking is, how did you first start off in the stunt business?
I started with the horses when I was 15 years old in the club, and the same club that he renting the horses for the movie. And
Okay.
this was my first contact with the movie business. So with the horses, I was the groom. I clean the horses. I feed them. I care about them. Bring to the set, and step by step, they gave me the costume. One movie, and I sit on the horse. You know, then step by step, some they need some galloping in front of the camera or some fall from the horse. Then I changed the club and I start to do the live show with one company, jousting and the fight on the street.
Yeah.
And this was my beginning. This was my like.
Yeah. And how did that then lead on to you working on the Game of Thrones?
You know, it's every year I did a different movie, and every year I had more and more experience. And I made a lot of good contact, and I was many times double for many actors, so I have a lot of chance to practice my acting. Some Italian movie or Spanish movie, they gave me chance to be also like not just the stuntman, also they gave me some line. I was kind of a small, kind of like actor beside the other actors. So then I did Game of Thrones season 5. I was ex-White Walker if you remember this Hardhome when the ex-White Walker fighting with Jon Snow.
Yes.
Yes, this was me.
Yeah, well, I was whenever the Jon Snow worked out that the Valyrian blade could sort of had some
Yeah.
power against the White Walkers. Yeah.
Yeah, and this was, and then next season the producer decide, or there was some problem, maybe actor who was the first Night King, I don't know what happened, and they asked me if I would like to play to be Night King. I said yes, you know, this was and then I did the season 6, 7, 8 as the Night King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I wasn't. Okay.
Yep. One of the questions from one of the fans actually leads on to that. So we'll have Stephen Wierzynski. He has asked, what was it like to go from stuntman to the bad guy in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, look at always be as the stuntman. Always we are around the bad guys, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, always we are fighting against somebody else. So it's easy to be bad. It's not easy to be good.
Did you find any difference between doing the stunt work and being the Night King, or was it similar for you every day on set?
It's different because you have you are more responsibility to do your job better, or how the director wants. I wasn't under pressure because I'm in the business already 35 years. So for me it was, you know, I just follow director order or what he wants exactly, and especially last director, what is his name?
Miguel.
Miguel. He was man who speak with you a lot, and he helped me a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So he gave me the way what to do. So it was easy to work under Miguel.
Yeah. Give you a lot of direction. Yeah.
Yes, he gave me the direct what to do exactly, you know, and I feel comfortable with him, really. And anyway, if I take the costume and dress and I go into set, the stress is out. I'm out of the stress. Maybe stress is before, but not on the set.
Another question from another fan from Samurai Girl. Obviously, there's a lot of prosthetics involved with the Night King's look. How long did you have to spend each day in makeup and costume to get ready for each scene?
Yeah, I think a lot of people already know answer for this question because it's between 6-7 hours before the shoot and 10 hours on the set. If you remember, the 10 hours was usually filming day, and then 1 hour take mask off, so 17-18 hours a day.
Long days indeed, like yeah. But you're used to it, working in the industry for so long. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not first time in my life I work so long, you know. Sometimes I work 24 hours.
Next question from the fan, Daniel Carr would like to know, do many people recognize you in public as the Night King?
Yes, depends where I am. For example, the countries like Croatia or Serbia or in the south, people when they see me on the street, they ask me for the photo or a sign. When I am other countries, for example, in my country, people are not like people see me. I can see they look at me, but they are not like they don't want really to give me the question or something like about can I have a photo with you or can you give me signs? So they are more cold, you know. Yeah, people recognize me, but not often. So this is good because it's not a lot.
You prefer not to be recognized rather than, you know, you can go about your day-to-day business rather than going out in the street and everybody knowing who you are and sort of coming up and asking for photos and.
I think it's good how it's now because I am still I'm still not like kind of main actor like for example Kid Harrison when he going through the street he had a lot of problem I think
Yeah.
I look at him. For me it's easy because maybe from 100 people just one so I'm more safe. And it's nice. It's very nice for me. I like it when somebody asks me for the sign or for the photo. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Especially sometimes you are in the train and you're going to the restaurant like a wagon to buy something, and there is a bunch of the young people who have a beer, and then I want to buy the beer. I remember last time I traveled to the Prague and everybody, hey, that was from England people. Hey, you are nice thing, and they jumping on me and buy me. They bought me the beer, and then I should have a photo with everybody. Sometimes it's nice moment, I like it, but it's good. How is it? No more.
Yeah. Kerry Lynn Harrison would like to know. Obviously, yes, you're the Night King, but you're also involved heavily in the stunt side of things. Which character stunts were most fun to coordinate or help coordinate for their stunt scenes or battles?
I think the question is funny because fun. I think the best was the Pillow Asbeck Pillow who play Euron.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was great. He's great person, and every time when we met in the gym was so fun. Yeah, and how to say. And now, Pillow, he wasn't really like good fighter.
Okay.
And this was like to change him to be good fighter. This was like something like how to say English.
A challenge or
a challenge, exactly.
A challenge. Yeah.
It was challenge to change somebody to be fighter. So every actor who was like not really good fighter, and now you need to change him to be fighter. This was for me. And Pillow he had a lot of humor, and he liked it. He liked it to play to be bad guy. Actually, he's good guy, And especially when we did a big battle on the boat, you remember this when he fight with Yara on the end, and this was a big challenge. And I spent with him maybe 3 weeks in the tent to just for preparation for this battle. Yeah, I like him. He was so fun. We have a lot of fun story.
Awesome. So obviously, a bulk of the majority of Game of Thrones is all filmed in Northern Ireland. So we have Chris Walker would like to know what was your favourite thing about Northern Ireland while you were here? Did you get to go much outside of work to sort of see Northern Ireland as a country?
Yeah, I rent a car and I travel around all the north, so I saw everything what I can see. What I like, I rent a car and I just go through the Northern Ireland, through the highway with and I just go to the countryside,
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Sometimes I like it when it's a lot of small farm,
Yeah.
Magic place, magic forest, and if it's bad weather, for example, which is usually sometimes there, and you have a kind of like fog, and I like this country because for me when I travel when I go with the car to the countryside, it's magic, It's like from like sometimes I feel I'm some fairy tale,
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so open and green and sort of
yes,
lots of birds that are built up.
yes, exactly. You feel like you are in somewhere in some movie, you know,
It's
some
like the
fantasy,
Game of Thrones, yeah.
fantasy, you know.
Yeah. I know ourselves working on set, we probably had a lot more downtime than maybe the stunt guys or the actors. But we've had an awful lot of sort of fun times. And I mean, have you any funny stories or any times that sort of would stick in your memory as, any funny stories or fun examples of things that happened on set?
Yeah, it's a lot of people they ask me for the funny story, and when was something funny was between our group, between the stunts, when we did something to each other, you know. For example, you prepare the chair for somebody and he going to sit, and the chair wasn't really like fixable and he fell on the yeah, this was fun in between our group, you know. So we never on the day on the set there wasn't time for fun, you know.
Yeah, it's more work. Um, One truth I would like to know, what's the hardest choreography to film for you? I mean, does location influence the movements and the flow of the concepts that you have for the action sequences? Obviously, the longer scenes are probably more complex to rehearse and get into
One of
place.
the, yeah, one of the longest preparation was maybe on the movie looks simple, but wasn't simple. The last fight between the two brothers, between Hound and on the stairs.
Yes, Clegane Bowl.
Yes, we changed this fight maybe 5 times until when the director Miguel liked it,
Yeah, until he
and
was happy
it was
with
big
it.
challenge. It was very big challenge because it's two big men against each other, and on the stairs, and one of them stepping back on the stairs, one he follow him, and they should do the fight, and it's not easy to for coordination between. And I very long preparation was for Tower of Joy fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, this was almost 3 months. Again, changed many times because director wants something like something between nunchuck style with a sword.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And you know how you wake up this idea. This wasn't easy, you know. And and then every time I had different people for preparation,
Yeah,
and this was very difficult for timing.
yeah. The more
Timing.
people involved in the scene.
Yeah, if they you have the same people from the beginning to end, you can teach them the movement, and they know exactly when they are in the point when I need to, you know, because if you're fighting against 4 people and you turn the sword many times very quick, it's the timing should be exact.
Did Did you find there was much difference between the choreography or trying to organize a stunt scene in the studio, where you've got a controlled environment as opposed to being out on a location where you've got the elements and maybe uneven surfaces, like up in Ballintorby or on the beach or on a boat or at the frozen lake?
There was we did one fight with the spears and shield, and he should kill 7, 8 people. And things was we did preparation in the gym and the flat on the flat
Flat surface, yeah.
flat surface, and then we step into set. The fight should happen on the stairs. On the
Yes.
stairs, but the stairs was like not so was like 2 meter long, you know, and he had a spear. Jacob, you know, Grey Worm.
Oh, Grey Worm, yes, yeah.
There was the fight on the stairs. And going on the stairs. I don't remember the scene when they attack one town, and this was truck,
Yeah.
and they when they kill the soldier, they see nobody is in the town. The gold is not there.
Okay. Yeah. So
And yes, we prepare, and that if you have a spear long 2.5 meters and shield, and you doing the preparation in the gym, it's easy to move and kill the people. But if you go into the stairs, you have elements, stairs, and the camera department and light.
yeah,
So
you have
you
a lot,
cannot.
a lot more restrictions around you that you sort of have to be aware of. So yeah.
And
Yeah.
when I saw the set, I said, "Oh, come on!" And I was supposed to very quick change fight, but keep the same for the actor. Keep the
Yeah.
same, but change, because
Yeah.
he don't have a time to learn something new. No.
Yeah. You just had to sort of adapt with the surroundings just to make it fit. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was this was difficult for me.
Okay.
This
So,
fight.
one last question for you, Vlad. Just what was your proudest or most meaningful moment throughout your whole Game of Thrones journey?
What was what?
Your proudest or most meaningful moment, something you would look back at from your whole journey on Game of Thrones that you would think, yes, I'm proud of that moment, or I'm, something
Ah,
that sticks with you from Game of Thrones.
I was proud when I saw some choreography or some fight which we prepared, and I saw the fight and the movie, and this was exactly how I want.
Yeah, yeah,
When I saw nice edit, nice good atmosphere, so
yeah,
I was so happy,
yeah,
because not every time they follow our rules.
yeah. So sometimes they have an idea in their head what they want, and it may be different from what you had envisaged or
Yes.
maybe trained for. Yeah,
Yeah. So when I saw some choreography or some fight which we did the preparation like long time, and then I saw this fight, and maybe it was better than my idea, then I said, "Oh, good, great."
well, listen, Vlad, thank you very much for coming on. What we do for all our guests is usually give them one of these awesome Wolf and the Crows vinyl stickers available from our RedBubble shop.
I see.
We'll get one of them sent out to you in the post.
Yeah.
And like I say, thank you very much for coming on. I'm sure the fans are going to love the interview.
You're welcome.
Any final words for the fans out there?
I any words for the fans? So I hope in the future I will prepare for them better and better movies. I mean, I hope Game of Thrones give for the movie business big high level. So
High standard.
I hope one day we will overtake, and we will make something like more. I looking forward to work, if it will be possible, to have a job again and some prequel.
In the prequel, yeah.
Yeah, as the choreograph. So I will see what will happen. So I hope I will prepare for the fans and for other people who like Game of Thrones. Always I will prepare, how to say in English, give them good. I will prepare good job for them, and they will be happy. So
I'm
and
sure there will be, yeah. I'm sure there will.
so yeah. And I just want to say we need to have a peace and be healthy.
Well, thank you very much again, Vlad. We'll just sign out from there. So say for the watch.
Oh, that was good.
Do you like that?
That was good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, it wasn't like, you know, because I was all, oh, it's going to ask the same thing. You know, it's going to be like, you know, the same as all our interviews. But, you know, he really, he talked more. You see, in the last watch, what he says is, you know, I get involved in show. And I didn't know precisely what he was talking. I thought he was an acrobat in some sort of show or doing some sort of thing.
All right, okay, yeah.
But like whenever he started to actually say, oh, you know, I was jousting and stuff and like, you know, doing live action. You know, people like Medieval fucking Times, they have that shit in the States.
Yeah.
And that's big in Europe as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's where he started off doing the jousting and shit. And like, that's some dangerous shit there as well.
He's put in the work to get to where he is today.
Proper pro.
Yeah.
So he has, yeah.
So like, it was good to hear all about that. And like, you know, he's just such a personable character.
Yeah.
And humble.
You know?
Like him.
Very, very, very humble guy, yeah.
And like, he's continuing to work in the stunts world. I'd love to see him, you know what I mean, do more character work as villains and
As bad
villains
guys.
and fucking mad shit. Do you know what I mean? Be great.
Be great if he gets some work on the prequel as well.
Big time. Boy, what
Yeah.
the fuck wouldn't you have him back?
Yeah.
Fucking where's best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dan as well, The Witcher too.
Yes.
We have that. They look forward to seeing more of his work, so that's going to be fucking sweet.
There's also some extended footage on our Patreon where he talks more about other things that he has coming up in the pipelines, what he's going to be working on next year with, Ridley, somebody he may be working with. But you're going to have to go into the Patreon to find out that information.
Haha.
Ooh! Is that what I think it is?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Haha.
I can't even say it under my breath. Like, if you can decipher that, like I can say it properly. So
Yeah, but the whole unedited, raw, extended cut is available over on the Patreon. Details below. So head on over and make sure you check that out along with other exclusive videos that we'll have on there as well.
yeah, rock and roll, fucking great.
Stuff's piling up. It's good.
Yeah.
And well done, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Very well done.
Yeah,
Good interview
nice,
with
nice,
Vlad.
nice. Guys, don't forget to tune into our live stream, our upcoming live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who have got on? You've an interview next week coming up.
I have
Who's that with?
interview with none other than Mr. Tim Plaister, Black Walder Frey. Guys, Black Walder Frey
He's the one that
cuts Catelyn Stark's
So,
throat. This is gonna be
at the Red Wedding.
This is gonna be quite an interesting fucking interview for me as a loyal man of Oyster.
Could be hard.
But no, Tim's actually, I've already been talking to him. He's absolutely lovely guy. Like, you know what I mean. I mean, you know yourself, fucking Ramsay Bolton, absolute bastard. And then you meet Ewan, and he's really nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, the more bastard as you are as a villain, seems to be the nicer you are. And Night King, Ramsay Bolton, apparently Jack Gleason, like I've never met him. Joffrey, I've never met him, but apparently he's fucking charming.
I heard
He's a
that.
really nice guy. So, you
So
know,
if you have any questions for Tim, guys, you can put them in the comments below.
please do.
As we had to do with Vlad as well, so many questions came in. So we'll be picking the best of them questions.
Yeah, big time.
So,
So,
Tim.
big time. And you can ask anything, guys. He's a fucking working actor still. He was in Afterlife, Ricky Gervais, and stuff like that, you know.
Awesome show.
So that's brilliant. It's really good. I was such a huge Ricky Gervais fan. Like. And what do you call it? So anything you want to ask him, guys, about what it was like for him to play that sort of villain on Game of Thrones. So that's Black Walder Frey, guys. We got coming in next for our next interview. So rock and roll, we welcome all them questions. So the best thing for you to do, really, is to like, share, and of course subscribe. And of course, what you have to do, there's a wee symbol. I don't know if you can see it. Take a second there and take a wee look for a little bell symbol. Right? See, when you see that, you fucking click on that, son. Click on that there. That'll remind you about all Wolf and Crow's videos
It's going to
coming up.
be here.
Right there, and you're the one editing this, so that's perfectly fine.
That's not even editing. That's where it's going to appear on their screen down the bottom here with the wee toolbar at the bottom.
Okay.
And their bell will be round about here.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that bit of editing wizardry. So, rock and roll. That was amazing. So,
Yep. Thursday, we've got our next episode coming up, guys, so make sure to check that out.
yes.
That is going to be on the Game of Thrones doors.
Yeah, all 10 Game of Thrones doors
That's the plan.
in the one day.
That's the plan. Over,
Yeah.
over 400 miles around the countryside of Northern Ireland.
I'm looking forward to it.
There'll be behind the scenes stuff available on page. Don't lie. There'll be there'll be behind the scenes exclusive footage for Patreon for that as well. So yeah, it's going to be fucking kick-ass.
It is.
Yeah, nice one.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, for the watch.
Vlad Harris.
Fucking the North remembers.